Hi and welcome to Watch the Time and my unboxing and initial review of my new watch. I had a comment on a video a little while ago, said have you tried out Spinnaker watches? And I said no, I haven't, but I had a look at them, and what caught my eye was the recent Rec watch. Quite liked it, but when I went on their website I noticed they had a watch called the Fleuss, which is Fleuss was a diver. I think he kind of invented the rebreather apparatus, and if you've ever done any diving you'll know how complicated and dangerous rebreathing is, even with modern day technology. So he was an astonishing man. So they've called this watch the Fleuss because it's a vintage style diver. You'll see straight away the obvious homage that this is to, but it's not close enough to be considered anything like a copy. It's just got some cues to actually one of my grail watches, which is the Blank Pun 50 Fathoms. So Spinnaker, when does a micro brand become something more than a micro brand? Because I think Spinnaker watches have sort of gone slightly beyond being a micro brand now, and with the number of watches that they do and straps and different things, and I don't know if you'd call it a mini brand is the next step up from a micro brand. I don't know, but my experience so far with them has been absolutely fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. So let's just get this out, and there it is, the Spinnaker Fleuss. So I'm just going to come right in close and let you have a look at the dial first of all on this. So we've got a textured dial, black texture, I really like that. Sapphire crystal, vintage loom, which I think is C5. A kind of busy minute track, but I like it, I think it works. Fairly plain hands, nice second hand with a little loom triangle on it, goes right to the edge. The 12, 6 and 9 Arabics, and then the 15, 30, 45 Arabics on the bezel. The bezel is loomed, which is really nice. Look, this one looks fantastic in the dark, and it has an acrylic domed insert, which I really like. And the acrylic kind of has a quality about it, a texture. It's almost like a squeaky texture to it, which I really like. It's sort of just touchy-feely, whereas like the sapphire crystal is very, very smooth to the touch, and that the bezel is like almost like got a tacky sort of feel to it because it's acrylic. I really like that, and the fact that it's domed really sets this watch off. I think the as you see there, looks really nice. While we're talking about the bezel, really nice action on the bezel, no alignment issues. Oh, I've gone too far. It says no alignment issues and then overshoots. We've got a screw down crown and a screw down case back, and I love this. And I know it's a silly thing, but to some people I know this is important. It's a vintage style dive watch. It's 150 meters water resistance, not 200. I wouldn't be surprised if this watch actually had 200 meters of water resistance with the screw down crown and case back and the design of it, but the fact that they've basically rated it at 150, I think that's fantastic. I've got some Seiko Turtles. I wish they were 150 meters as opposed to 200 meters of water resistance. I really like that. It's a lovely touch, you know, little things and all that. So we'll just pop it out. The packaging is very plain. I don't mind that at all. You get your little pamphlet there. They send you a Spinnaker cleaning cloth, which is nice, and there's the hang tag. We'll just show you, this is the SP505501 model. The 01 at the end denotes the colouring of it. So we'll just get rid of the box for now. Okay, so having a closer look at the case design, we've got a 316 stainless steel case, all brushed, but with these lovely chamfered edges, which are high polish. And this is the kind of detail where, you know, on these sort of entry level or budget or affordable, whatever you want to call it, watches can sometimes be missing. But on these, I mean, I can't see any sort of blemishes or issues. I just think it's really nicely done, the case on this. We've got sort of straight down brushing on the side there, and then brushing this way on the case. Got a nice signed crown there, with the, you can just see the Spinnaker logo on there. Really nice brushing, really nice feel to it, real quality. I like the way the lugs slope down. I'll talk about the strap in a minute. We'll just open this up and have a look at the case back. So there you can see the Spinnaker rotor. That's kind of part of their trademark, is the black rotor with their logo on the side of it, and it says Japan movement 24 joules. This is a Seiko NH35, and I know it's like, oh, every kind of watch in this price bracket has this movement in it, but it has this movement for a reason. They're easy to work on, they're affordable, they're reliable, they're accurate. You know, why wouldn't you use it? Just because something's popular, I don't think you should knock it. So we've got some details there. The model number SP5055, sapphire, 150 meters, water resistant, stainless, all stainless steel. And there you go. There's the. Let's just show the interesting part of the. There we go. Of the movement. So just moving on to the strap. It's a water resistant leather, and I was a bit dubious about this, and as you can see I have actually been wearing this watch, but I really like it. It's got a kind of, I don't know if it's impregnated with something or how they've made it water resistant, but it's got a really nice feel to it. So you've still got that sort of leather feel, but it's almost, see, I think it's got like sealed edges. Now it's comfortable, it's pliable, it's actually wearing nicely. You're getting a few wear marks, obviously where the buckle goes there. So you're getting some like changes in colour, really nice stitching, really pliable, really comfortable. The only thing I'm not sure about is its longevity, but I will have this obviously watch for a while because I like it so much and it's going to stay in my collection, and I'm going to keep it on this strap, so I'm going to see how well this strap fares. But if it passes the kind of longevity test, I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I really like it. We've got a really nice brushed stainless steel buckle with the Spinnaker written on there, and if you notice the Spinnaker where it's written on the face and there, it kind of, someone mentioned it the other day, it looks like the text that they use on a Maserati. So as I said, we've got a screw down case back, we've got a screw down crown. Let's just unscrew the crown, and you get a nice pop. And you've got the first stage is obviously for the date, got the date there at the 3 o'clock. If I was being really picky, the actual blank pont that I would buy myself if I had 10 grand just to, you know, splurge on a watch, I like the one with the date window between the 4 and the 5 o'clock down here, and then the 3 would be there. I think it's got a little bit more balance, but I don't dislike this one. But if I was choosing the blank punt, then that's the one I would go for. And I think it's got shark's teeth instead of batons, more like these little arrows, which I really like, by the way. So then second pull, as you can see, it hacks. And then if we turn it in, it hand winds. And when you're screwing the crown down, it engages really nicely. It just feels quality. Not a particularly big chunky crown, but there's no crown guards. So it's kind of, you've either have my opinion is anyway, you either have a big chunky crown with crown guards or a slightly more slender crown without the crown guards. And I think this one actually suits the watch nice. It's nice to wind, it's nice to use. I haven't got a problem with it. I really like that. Currently these sell for about $285, but you can get 20% off that on the website. You can, which in the UK works out just under £200. So when we're looking at this watch and we're reviewing it, it's very difficult to sort of moan or have any sort of niggles about anything because of the price bracket it's in. Now bear in mind, so we've got 150 metres of water resistance, we've got a screw down crown, screw down case back, we've got a display case, we've got sapphire crystal, we've got a loomed bezel, we've got decent loom on the hands and the markers. We've got a water-resistant leather strap with stainless steel buckle. I think you're getting absolutely fantastic value. And whilst this obviously is a kind of homage, it's its own thing as well. You've got that textured dial. You know, it's an automatic NH35 Seiko movement. I personally think that's a good thing. I really can't say enough about this watch, to be honest. I do have one niggle. And before I put it on the wrist and show you it on the wrist, I will just explain my one and really only niggle. And all it is that it would have been nice to have quick releases on the leather strap, and that's about the only thing I can really niggle about. The other things I would sort of say I would have differently are kind of style choices. You know, whether you have the one with the date window there or down here. I mean, if I had my way, I wouldn't have a date at all on it. I'd just have a completely sterile look to it without the date window. I do like the fact that it's just got Spinnaker automatic, and then you've got obviously the depth, 500 feet, 150 meters. I do like that it's not got too much writing on it. Let's just pop it on the wrist. So there it is on my sort of just over 7-inch wrist. It's a fairly big watch, so we're 43mm case on this watch. So it is a fairly big watch, but it's kind of meant to be. I have seen reviews on this where people say, you know, it's a vintage watch, it would have been nicer if it was smaller, but the original Blank Palm 50,000 was quite a big watch because it was a dive watch, so I don't know why you'd have a smaller version of it. You know, to me this is the right size. So I wear it quite low down on the wrist, but that's it, just move it back a bit there. Yeah, there we go. I really like it. Again, the stitching's really nice. Just gives that little sort of pop of colour, and the stitching actually matches the loom. You know, it's got that kind of almost yellowy tinge to it, that vintage look. I really like this one. I think it suits really well. I think it fits my wrist really nicely. Yeah, I just love it. Absolutely love this one. I've seen a few reviews on these, on a couple of Spinnakers actually, and one of them was this actual watch, and the person wasn't very enthusiastic, but it was clear that he didn't want the watch in the first place. It wouldn't have been his choice. So when you're listening to reviews and you're reviewing watches, you know, if you've got a watch that you're not interested in or don't like, it's difficult to sound enthusiastic. And I'm probably the opposite. I really love this watch. So I'm, you know, almost a little bit too biased, but I can't come up with any real flaws other than not having a quick release strap on it, because I think it is the kind of watch that you could put different straps on and have some fun with. So I'm just going to leave you with this close up of the watch ticking away there. So thanks for watching Watch the Time and my review of the Spinnaker Fleuss. If you want to pick one of these up, I'd suggest going across to spinnaker.com, have a look at their website. They've got some different colour options available, different styles of watches and straps and different things. I'd definitely give them a look. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel. I'm always grateful for new subscribers. And I'll see you again soon.